all of the different sceneries that it had. It had a lot of different sceneries. So it had me walking on the way here, giving an overview of what took place over the last couple of days. Today is the 29th of October. I wasn't even planning on coming to the library today. Like, this was supposed to be another day in. I took this home when I was last here on the 27th to work on. So, shit got bad yesterday. The video that I just made was about 30 minutes long. Like I said, what made it unique was the different sceneries because I was, it's fall now, so there's leaves and stuff like that.
And it was raining.
But it's the detail that takes place when I'm walking. My mind isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting a little bit more air. And then when I show up in a place like this where there's nothing but agents, when I'm walking, I'm on my own, other than the surveillance, the external surveillance. But when I get here, I'm in a space where they're all trying to place claim on something. So they just got rid of that video.
And all of them claimed the attack.
40 minutes into it. This will be another incomplete project. I'm gonna, they restarted my phone and everything. I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm gonna show you a couple of the videos. There was so much that came to mind during that walk that I can't even get it right now. I can't play it over.
Real quick, I just want to show you some of the videos that they've got. Oh, where did it go? So stuff like this, like I had a bunch of these and now they're missing. All you see is 2. But that's them, deleting, getting rid of a video. Actually, that's them interrupting when they delete a video. Like, there's no reference of it at all. But maybe I have a screenshot of what that looked like there. Crazy shit. Only because I know that might have caught your eye. And that's what this that's what it is. I attacked the Beehive late 2018. That was around the same time that my hashtags still don't work. Like, internet censorship is something else. Okay, so real quick, I want to revisit the intent of this video. The intent of this video was to pretty much just, not even what I did with game stalking. I don't have the time or, the ability right now to put that type of energy into this project. But it was just to go over it. I just wanted to let you know what this touches on. And it's going to be available. You're just going to have to read it. A lot of folks don't like to read, and there is a difference in the way that I deliver versus how it's written. People can't read without perceiving the situation how they think. So sometimes it's better to hear what's being said. You can read a paragraph of something I say and it may seem really harsh, but when you hear me say it, it don't sound bad at all. So anyhow, I'm sitting here and I'm going to tell you what I was thinking and what they were doing. Look at this. See that? That suggests something that's going to take place, and they've been talking about how they've been blowing nuts, like busting nuts and all types of other females that acting like they were me and having babies. I had a couple drinks, but that's the truth, and you should know by now that whether I drink or not, it doesn't affect my delivery. When I say I'm always the same all the time. So
Two reasons. They're fatiguing my limbs. They get mad when I look at myself. So when I'm doing like an overview of me, they get mad about that. And when I'm about to tell you something about how the day went, they get mad about that. So today, I didn't get nothing done. I was attacked with science literally all day long. It is 8:44 p.m. I've been outside on my porch 3 times today. Okay, so that was yesterday on the 28th of October. Today makes my 4th day with no sleep. No, 4 times today. 2 of those 4, I saw Kelly Bun. Well, not Kelly Buns, but her boyfriend. So this is what happened. They knew that when I woke with my mind made to kill. I've been tired for a long time. And when I realized that I wasn't going to make any leeway with this outline that I'm working on, check this out. The complaint that I wrote to the agencies was 78 pages. The outline that I wrote for gang stalking was 38, and I was not able to complete that video. This outline for my last video, which is like it touches on 3 different topics. It's an update, which is something I haven't done in like over 6 months, almost 7 months. My last one was like the 25th of May. Parallel reality versus neighbors. What became of the smearing campaign that the apartment downstairs started? What became of the smearing campaign that the apartment downstairs started? So anyhow, that outline is 28 pages right now. 10 short of gang stalking. Imagine what it's going to take for me to get through that. I did last week sometime, like not even last week, the week before that, I scheduled or reserved the green room so that I could go in and knock this out. I was planning on knocking this out in like no time. Because I was going to do like pretty much what I started doing towards the end, like, you know, as a result of the attacks that were being made with gang stalking, I started recording some pieces and then, you know, just kind of like cropping them all together. But that was being done with the screen recorder. And 4 minutes. So there's a number of things. I don't know where I left off. Normally I do. That's the only thing that happens when I dream. Like sometimes, you know, I'm really, really good about knowing where I left off in the video and picking right back up where I left off. And sometimes I might not, but I always get back to it. So anyhow, what I was going to say is that I'm tired. I'm really, really, really tired. And it's a shame that it has come to this, but this is just what it is. And something else was. So let me tell you, when I started recording, I recorded with an intent. Like, I saw something outside that jogged my memory. And when I hit record, that quick, when I hit record to begin to talk about that, it was gone. No more. So, okay, so that's what I was going to say. I was going to talk about I was going to talk about how this morning they were simulating taking the fat off, and they did not. I have not weighed myself, but I'm in tune enough with my body to know whether or not, you know, just overall and in general where I stand. Right now they're twitching. A couple of different areas of the face. And I'm going to try to because it's not showing. they put everyone back in the vibrational frequency. They're talking about the neighborhood, those around me, in the vibrational frequency that they're supposed to be in, meaning extremely low, unable to magnetize and attract. That it would affect my my decision to kill, and whatnot. Too much has been done to me, and this is the only way this matter is going to get out because I'm facing one of the most dangerous entities there is, the government, and the element of the government is internet censorship. So that means that none of my videos are getting hits, but they'll show up on these identities around me and act like they saw something that they didn't. That's the type of shit they're capable of doing. So imagine how stupid they look like if I kill, well not if, because I'm on that tonight. Like if newscasters would have shown up and they were like, getting the word from the neighbors, like, and the neighbors were from, well, I knew that she had got into a couple of arguments with them before, and I always thought this, and I always thought that. And then my videos get out, and that shit hits the public, and they realize that I have proof that shows that none of the neighbors looked at nothing.
But all them hoes recklessly running their motherfucking mouths. And some of these things are like folks that call themselves being believers, and with the claims that are being made for me saying that I am who I am, you might want to be sure, but instead they're being reckless as fuck. And I'm going to talk about that some more.
That's a subconscious mind attack. That's an obvious, what I'm saying, display of agents showing up in these identities and acting out something like they always do. And but so that's one of the many elements of the cases with, this getting out. One of the many elements. And this morning, part of the reason why they finally allowed me to go back to sleep after I cried for so long was because they were weighing, there's no pros for them. They were weighing the cons. And after so many cons, they decided to put this big, see if they were able to alter my perspective. They can never change my mentality. That's always the case. They can't change how I think. They can't change how I feel about anything that I've been through and anything that's been done to me. They can't. So, but that does not keep them from trying it. So sometimes I go under extreme attack. So for example, the aftermath or something like that would be me waking up with my lower back and spine being stiff from the type of attacks that were made on my nervous system, that were done that were done like parallel. They were done parallel to the memories being removed. So they do a number of things to try and get me to respond a certain way when I write out how I feel. Journaling. It's the only thing that set everything off tonight. That's the only thing that set off alarms tonight. Because that's where my expression is. They talk over my expression, they write over my expression, they will create something completely to lay over my expression.
Okay, so real quick, I want to elaborate. On me setting off alarms and the subconscious mind attacks and them keeping me up. The whole point of keeping me up is so that they can receive favor. Now, I said that when I write, it sets off alarms. The problem with a subconscious mind attack is if I set off an alarm today, the change takes place overnight. And sometimes it may be a major shift in the paradigm, and sometimes it may be a small one, but there's always a tear associated with it. You understand? Like, these agents represent many different entities. It's alien hierarchy. So it's not just one or two folks that they're trying to receive favor as. You know, it's like, it would be like, they have a business or corporation, an agent that represents a business or a corporation in place using the identity of one of the neighbors, make an attack, and then it has a spread of things that it's going to apply that attack to, that they want to receive favor for. So on the smaller scale, that was the neighbor. That was Kelly Buns and Steve. And I wrote about this. You'll see this in my journal entry. They so for him, you know, they hadn't been doing like the let go stuff. He wanted some sales. So right away today, like I said, they kept me up so that the change wouldn't be applied. So that means he was able to receive favor for that attack that they made on me, like for 2 days in a row. First they broke my tooth, then they attacked me all day so I wouldn't get any work done. With science, the invisible light spectrum, and cloning. So gang stalking. When that took place, right away today, when I got up, 5 cars right away, you know, he was able to make a couple of sales. That's something that he hadn't been able to attract or magnetize. Yesterday, when I observed him, his energy was different, his vibe were different. They had applied a subconscious filter to him, manipulating the code so that the energy that it was able to convey and give off